Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, brothers, and sisters. This is episode 92 of the Showcase Showdown Challenge. Still on my side, I'm very happy to say, is the debutant from last time. It's Stevie SQ.
Hi, everybody. Oh, God.
I did it. I did that just now as well.
Hi, everybody. Not dying here.
Oh, even though neither of us are a fan of the heat, even though Stevie is actually built like a stick.
Well, that webcam from AOL podcast was flattering. That lack of real detail,
all to do with angles.
a lack of HD, really, say no more.
Oh, fond memories of the AOL podcast. 79 is where we start this time, so just forcing all the bots onto default setups, which is fine by me. And Stevie, I must say, did a very, very good job in his very first attempt in the challenge.
Like a school sports day, everyone's a winner.
Now, this one will be interesting. Again, I'm going to offer that to my guest. We have got a track day B this time, so more manageable than the track day A's, and a group 5, which has a few interesting parts in it.
Oops.
A few interesting cars. And you didn't mean to do that, did you?
Nope.
And now we're on a point-to-point track, California Highway.
Oh, good. I've never driven it.
Now, you can roll it. We can roll that again, jump it out, because that's what it was left on when I changed the sheet, took the last cars out. Or we can run with it.
Have you ever done California Highway?
A few times. I'm by no means an expert.
Is it good?
It's very dependent on the car, I feel.
As we discovered in the last episode, I like Dungeons and Dragons, which is all about rolling, so let's roll.
Roll. Okay, for this episode then, it is going to be... Oh, yes! Oh, thank you. Okay, it's vintage cars this time. Vintage Prototype A and Vintage Prototype B.
Oh, okay, so some nice progression there.
Nürburgring GP.
Oh, yes! I know that track!
Yes, I thought you'd be happy about that. Oh, yes, yes. Have you done it again? Have you... Oh, no, that's the same message. But... Oh, no, you have done it again. You've invited me to trade, you crazy man.
That was what I did earlier.
Yes, I haven't put the server up yet.
I didn't do it again. I only did it that one time.
Oh, okay, just the message hasn't disappeared then.
My bad. I'm continuing to bad.
Right, so for me, it is the Lotus Type 40, which is that one. Oh, I love this car. Good car, great track. In your help.
In your...
Now, let's put you in the Lotus as well. There is a Ford in this category. There's not many cars in these categories, but they are pretty easy to control. I find the Lotus a little easier than the Ford.
Okay, that threw me because I was like, why am I in the Mitsubishi?
Are you?
Ford or... Originally, yes. It was put me in the Mitsubishi from last time.
Yeah. Yeah, it does that.
Ooh, which do you say was the easiest to drive?
I find the Lotus a little easier.
And what are you taking?
That's what I'm in, the Lotus Type 40.
Let's go direct competition.
Oh, he's going to go with the Ford then. I love that. The Ford is so great, the Ford Mark IV.
And we'll go bright orange. So like I'm a hazard on track.
You've been tangoed. Is that that's not the Ford, that's the Lotus still.
Oh, I knew that. I was aware of what I was doing. I'm a grown man.
Is there an orange in that you would like to use, or are you going to stick with the red?
There is. Oh, but there's a brown. You never see a brown racing car. We're in a brown instead. And it's got flames on it. How cool am I?
You win. That's it. Job done.
A brown car with flames.
Wow.
Get in line, everybody, because you're behind the cool guy.
That is fabulous. Right, vehicle record?
2 minutes 5.
Oh wow, 2 minutes 8. Again, quite a sizable.
It's because I've got flames.
That's it. That's what does it. It's
flames is an
three
easy
whole
3
seconds. 3 whole seconds.
Interesting. What I find most interesting is it's brown with yellow flames, but red wheels. You're kind of ruining that there.
Yeah, that I'm not sold on the final element of that.
Oh, there's another brown. Oh, Daniel Perez. It's Sergio's cousin.
Oh yeah, the hub is red, isn't it?
Yeah. I am 14th in this one.
I am 11th, so I'm gonna have to draw. How many are in this one? It's 30. So I need to hit 16th before I can go.
I went for what I thought was unique, and there's someone else with a brown car with yellow stripe.
So
it's just awkward now.
Yeah, turning up the party in the same costume is never good. They sound fabulous, these things.
They really do. Oh.
Now,
did you have a bad start there?
No, I need to start in the middle of the pack, but if the game puts me further up, I drop down.
Okay.
Just beware, brake early.
I'm still braking and I'm still slowing down.
Yeah, they do take a while to slow these things down.
Oh, God, that's a lot of steering lock necessary.
Oh, there's a Porsche from the Spirit at Le Mans pack. It is utterly... It's that really short... You've got one... It looks like a kind of like a sled. You've got one right next to you.
Blue one.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that might all be blue. Oops. Clunk. Yeah, one directly behind you. It is a brilliant little car, that. Oh, last time I did this circuit, I did the short version. Oh, that's a tad wide, Stevie.
You know that braking thing? didn't do quite enough of it there.
You went into either modern. You went into modern car mode there, didn't you?
Little bit. I mean, it's all this track we're also doing in the iRacing League this week. So.
Oh right, so.
Oh Jesus! Oh God!
I'm not sure this will
absolutely killed that guy. Sorry, guy.
Is he off on the Nordschleife now?
Well, if you happen to have the map up and you can see a dot way off, it's the hairpin.
That was you.
May have been him.
No evidence.
You'd be hitting me.
Oh, I've little deep there. I love this track.
It's a great track. I'm not a fan of the Nordschleife full though. It's a track day track, not a racing track.
Very much so. I have commentated on the Nords a few times. That's my own. Oh, I straightened him up again. Okay. I hit the same guy twice and actually corrected the spin for him.
Hey, that's handy. It's just nice of you to do that.
Well, as I started the spin, I rather felt obliged. I mean, I'll make it sound like I intended to straighten him up, of course.
Hey, don't you be hitting me? Just because I've been hitting other people.
Yeah, I have commentated Nords a few times. I think the first endurance season I did had full Nords, I think. And the general feedback was it was quite funny listening to me killing the German language with the corner names.
Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. I did a 2.4-hour race round there on the original Project Cars. I think it's one of those things. I'm in the wrong gear. It's one of those things I think people like the idea of more than they like the actual doing.
Yeah.
It's like, sort of like when they go, I'm going to do 24 hours of Le Mans. It's going to be great. And then they do 3 laps in and crash. Like, well, I'm leaving. It's like, oh, great. Those that actually wanted to do it have now lost another competitor.
Yeah, thanks,
we started with 12 and we're now at 4.
Oh, come back. Oops. Yeah, I don't know how anybody can drive that long in a single race. I couldn't do it. There's no way I can do it.
I mean, I've had a spin.
Oh.
At the chicane.
Not going well
I got on a curb a bit, and it's all gone wrong. He's going the wrong way. I had nothing to do with him. He's hitting the wall. That was weird. I touched the curb slightly, and it was like, round you go.
Yeah, some of these curbs are a little vicious.
I've got no one in front of me to use as a reference.
Yeah, it's awkward when that happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was close.
But yeah, I've done endurance events. I've done like 24 hours of Daytona and 24 hours of Le Mans a few times.
Yeah.
And it's hard work.
Oh god, yeah.
And it's okay. It's not so bad on iRacing because you can do it as a team. But the pressure's on constantly. It's like, if I crash, I'm gonna ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I commentated on a 24-hour event in R Factor a few months ago.
Yeah.
And that was so much fun. But it was actually I'm way off at turn 1. It is very, very hard. We spoke to several drivers who either hadn't gone in the car yet or had just come out, and obviously these guys practice for months and months and months, exactly as you should, of course. And yeah, they were kind of reiterating just how difficult it is, particularly at night.
Yeah.
Of course, in an online event, they would use like their Americans or their Australians, depending on who they had in their team. So it's normal daylight hours for them, but that's only very few people have that option. So if he's actually dark for you, that adds to the fatigue. And yeah, that was quite a challenge. So I didn't know I knew a couple of names that I recognised from elsewhere, but very, very few. So I was very much reliant on, and to be fair, the team that I did that with really looked after me well. They were brilliant fun to commentate with. And so I was in the opening stint the first 3 hours, and so I was like, okay, starting to get an idea of, okay, this car's there, this car's there. You get a feel for pace, same as you would for a driver. You start to get a feel for who's where. Came back the following day. My next stint was, I think, 8 o'clock in the morning. The second day, everything totally changed.
Yep.
Nothing was
different drivers.
Oh no, it wasn't that. It was. Oh yeah, I expected there to be different drivers, but it was just the fact that none of the cars that were in the positions they were when I went were in those same positions.
Yep.
Oh dear, that's gone horribly wrong. So many retirements, many retirements actually overnight.
The thing is, it's gutting when it happened. It's like the first. Well, it wasn't even the first one I did. I remember me, Ertie, or Evan.
Yeah, Dick.
And Mr. Fizzy Fan decided 3 days before we were going to do the 24 hours of Le Mans on iRacing with hardly any practice.
Oh dear.
And it was not going too badly until Fizzy didn't get up.
Oh no! Oh dear.
I went down too many gears there. I'm used to more gears, and I ended up in reverse.
Ooh, that's one way to do it, I suppose. And I've gone off.
But yeah, it was like 6 or 7 in the morning, and I'd already done 2 stints.
Oh.
And I was watching the clock count down, like, please, Fizzy, you're not online. Because in iRacing, you see when someone connects to the server, and I'm just waiting to see his name.
Yeah, and he's not there.
And he didn't turn up, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to do a 3rd stint. And literally, I started my 3rd stint, and he comes online.
Oh!
You missed it by minutes! I'm now here for another hour! And then I crashed on it.
No!
I dropped it through the Porsche curves. And it's gutting. You're just sitting there like, ARG!
Fizzy!
Yeah, it's awful though. But that's the prime time when crashes happen. You know, we had one in 24 hours of Daytona either next year or I can't remember. They're all kind of blur into one.
They do. Right, yes.
And Wycombe's Mr. Chris Holstein.
Mr. Holstein, yes.
And I was spotting with him. Oh, my game's just
Oh dear. Trouble? Oh dear. We completely. Oh!
I've not done well.
Oh, we lost you for a moment there.
My game crashed.
Oh no!
Yeah.
What position were you in? Oh. Things not going well for the Stevie. Are you back again, Stevie?
Hello?
Hello? You're back again. You kind of... Oh dear.
It's been a horrible thing.
Yeah, you appeared and disappeared again.
Right, it's now fully crashed.
Yes, you have now left the session.
Well, that was annoying. I was enjoying that.
That's a shame. Well, we're on the last lap now, so...
But
you were
before the
saying...
game crashing interrupted my point.
How dare you?
I know. Very rude.
Very inconsiderate.
It was around that sort of time, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and Chris just jumped in. I was spying for him until someone else got hit so I could go back to bed.
Mm.
And on his outlap from the pits, he dropped it.
No.
And smacked it in the wall.
Oh.
And it's just like... I'm just sitting there going, what? What? Because he was like, no. Oh, no. It's like, oh dear. So I went cut live to him and the car's just ruined. It's like...
So not even a small bump, just completely destroyed.
It was a full-on bump. It was like 17 minutes of optional repairs and then another 20 minutes of required repairs. And he did the required repairs and we're like, go out and see what happens. And we had a top speed of like 120 miles an hour. Which on a banked circuit isn't good. So we came in and finished it. Managed to get back out there way down from where we had been. And then about 3 hours later, whilst Waldo was driving, after he did annoyingly singing Let It Go, the engine blew up.
Oh.
So we had another 40 minutes for an engine change.
Oh no.
It's just how quickly endurance events can get away from you though.
Oh yeah, totally.
One mistake from one driver can see the end of it.
Oh, I'm off again.
It's tricky.
Very. Right, we are crossing the line. They were good fun, those, weren't they?
Yeah. Two things that took me a while to get used to: braking, way earlier, and only having 4 gears.
It's a little unusual, isn't it, in these things?
I shifted up to 4th and was like, why have I got no speed? Oh, because I'm using like 2,000 revs. So I shouldn't be in 4th.
Wonderful, right. Hop on back in.
Back in.
For me, I get to return to the Ferrari. For me, it's a car you can't have. It's one of the Spirit of Le Mans packs, the 512S. But there should be other cars in the class you can use, I think.
I can't change car.
Hold on, let me just see. There might not be... oh, hold on. No, not what I meant to do. What's in this class? Vintage prototype. They're all... You don't have DLCs, do you?
Mm-mm.
Right, we can't run the car then, unfortunately, because they're all... We're all... Well, I'm curious to know what happens. Because it didn't tell me. Because you're reading you're in the car. Can you click vote to start?
Yeah.
Curious about this.
Either I'm going to have like a block to drive. Oh, no, you do not own a DLC for required for the session. Exiting session. So it's just kicked me out.
Now, why doesn't it do that before you load in?
You would think so. It's the sort of thing that you queue for 17 hours to get in someone and go, no, you can't come in. Oh, thanks. Why don't you say it was full? Not that I've ever experienced that.
It does mean we're going to have to do this slightly differently then, because had I realised that the Vintage Prototype A was a category you couldn't run, we would have actually rolled that completely again, so we wouldn't have run the first car, but we haven't done that. Never mind. Inventing rules as we go. It's only taken over 90 episodes to finalise the rules, of course. So it just means we're going to have to... Well, I tell you what we'll do. We'll run Nürburgring GP again. We'll run the track again. But I'm going to roll this and, of course, give 2 cars. And you can choose which one you wish to run.
Okay.
So for this then, for this additional roll, is going to be... Okay, Road C and GTO. So again, the cars are irrelevant. It's the categories that we're really rolling here. So
Road C.
You're going for Road C. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So for me was the oh yes, that car is still in the list. So Lamborghini Huracan for me, all bright orange. Yes, I've been Tango.
See, that's a nice car.
In your hop.
Oh yeah, I should do that.
Well, ideally, yes.
I really nearly clicked invite to trade again. It was so close.
The message is still there on my screen. Okay, free to pick whatever car you like. You can stick with the Lamborghini if you so choose to. Oh, yes. I am going for that.
I'm going to go for this. Oh, wow. Really inspiring selection of colours. White, black, grey, or white, or red.
Well, these are road cars after all, so...
We'll take... Well, let's take the other grey. How about that? We'll take grey too.
What's he gone for? Oh, that's the Nissan!
Yeah!
Oh, that should be quite good here.
Well, I appreciate the Nissan GTR, because it's like, yeah, I'm a Nissan. Yeah, I'm related to the Nissan Micra. But I will smash whatever you bring.
Very much the Giant Slayer.
Yeah.
That's not a bad engine sound. That was your vehicle record?
Oh, 2 minutes 6.
Oh, yes, 206. 206.2.
Which is ludicrous that this is a road car and we just did Vintage Group B and they have similar lap record.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing can slow down. Actually, the Lamborghini probably can't slow down much quicker than the vintage cars, but the Nissan will. Where's it put me? Oh, 12th, so haven't got too far to fall back.
I'm sick. I have a lot to fall back.
Oh, well, you don't have to fall back. You can just run.
No, but I mean... Oh, okay. I know what you mean. I'm aware of what's happening.
You can, if you so choose to, but there's
no... I'm going to fall back naturally.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know, though. You put in some pretty decent efforts for your first time in PCAS 2. Oh, the noise.
Oh, that's so loud now. The game has now decided to go into my ears rather than through my TV and is deafening me.
Oh, right. Oh, yes, stability control. No, thank you. Whoa, no. I might turn stability control back on.
No, not coming up the inside. Let's go 3 wide here. What can possibly go? Okay, well, we won't go 3 wide because you can brake later than I can.
Whoa! Yeah, that caught me out a little bit. In these cars, it feels like you go when you're coming through the arena. It feels so slow.
Yeah. The thing is if you were in the car right now, this would be terrifying.
Oh yeah, but I'd be grinning at I'd be grinning my head off if I knew someone else was going to pick up the bill for one and invariably stick it in the wall.
Yeah. God, I can hear the turbos in this. I love the sound of a good turbo.
Please slow down. Please slow down. Please slow down. There we go. Oh dear. Bit of a slow down at the hairpin. Too wide. That's okay.
I'm guessing the Schumacher S is a bit of a break. Yes, it is. Everything's a bit of a break. The thing is, with the road car, you have all the speed, you just don't have the grip. You could.
Oops, that's not gone well.
The only problem with this engine is it's quite quiet. I can hear everyone else's engines more than my own.
Oh yes, there are a few cars like that. I've actually changed gear by judging by someone else's revs before, and ended up changing too early.
But yeah, it happens. In the iRacing League, the Porsche is so loud.
Is it? I often find in P-cars the Porsche is quite quiet.
Oh god, no! In the iRacing with the Porsche RSR, it's easily the loudest of the three. Of the Ford, the Ferrari, and the Porsche. The Porsche is deafening.
Does the Ford still sound like an overactive Hoover?
Oh yes.
Oh, it's the one thing I don't like. Oh, that's not going to go well. Death! Oh.
I saw in the mirror a green dot.
I somehow held that. I don't know how. Oh, stay with me. Where are you?
6th.
Oh, well done. You're hanging on to your position well.
I'm getting bullied by Mercedes, but I'm still here. Tell you what, these AI are not afraid to go for moves.
In some tracks, they're really... It depends. Sometimes I find that they're really overcautious in areas, and other times they'll just ignore the fact that you're there.
Well, I defended an attack into the final chicane, and this Mercedes was... I am still coming through.
Yep.
And you can try and stop me, but I'm still going to come through.
I'm considerably damn heavier than you. I'm coming through.
Absolutely.
Little Japanese thing.
What are you? You brought a Micra? Ah, well.
This is my old territory. Oh.
It really is. Oh, I miss this track. I really wish Germany would sort their stuff out for F1.
For F1? Yeah, oh, certainly. Hockenheim's good. This is better.
I like both. I think they're both are really great.
I love commentating on this track. Silverstone is still one of my favourite tracks, and it will always be. Partly for... Whoa, that's not gone well. Partly patriotic reasons, but I think Silverstone's a good track. But this is definitely one of my favourite for racing on and for commentating on.
It has a bit of everything.
It does.
I really nearly threw myself off the road at the final corner there. I had some oversteer midway and I saved it, and it was like, okay, we'll go left then. Please don't! It's a right corner.
Excuse me, Rocket Bunny.
No Mercedes. Bad Mercedes.
One of my best friends is Italian. He will be screaming at me for how I'm murdering this Lamborghini.
Oh, Mercedes has let the Audi have a go at me now.
Oh,
What's
that's
this German alliance?
Yeah.
Well, that's a brown Lamborghini. No, it's not a Lamborghini. What am I about? It's brown Audi.
Yeah, so he's let his compatriot go. This silly little Japanese fly is annoying me. You should kill it.
Take it out.
Take it out.
Oh no, they're fighting each other. I'm going to break away. Run away. The top 5 have disappeared.
Gone, yeah. I'm still mid-pack. I'm 14th at the moment. I've been there all race long.
God, this traction control is so powerful.
You can turn it off if you wish.
I'm good.
It's that thank God it is.
Yep. Well, I'm just running with whatever's
there.
Yeah. So this is just the cars one rather than the game one. It's like, are you sliding? No, you're not.
The one driver aid I do turn off most of the time is stability control.
The only one, like, if I was playing this a lot, I would the one I would. Oh God, that's got some tremendous speed. Okay, the Audi just mugged me. Though he has a V10. The one I think the most useful for me is ABS.
Oh yeah.
Just because every single car drives so differently and the brakes are so different. And it's so hard to get used to.
The one I utilise the most is traction control.
Yeah.
Because I've driven, obviously, everything Project Cars has, I'm used to the vintage ones where you've got to moderate the brake. I am hopeless at moderating throttle.
Yeah. So
death! Please stop. It did eventually. return to position 13. That's not going to be a problem.
No. Go away, Mercedes.
You still fighting with that Mercedes Audi pair?
Well, the Audis ran past me. He had a really good run through the kink and absolutely ruined me. Hey, don't you turn in while I'm alongside. You think this is touring cars?
Oh, that touring car league that AOI hosted.
Oh,
That
so
was
good.
brilliant.
So,
I still that's definitely a regret of mine not being able to take part in that. I could have done, but I knew I would miss 2 of the 4 races.
Yeah.
It just didn't seem. Knowing that to start with just didn't seem fair for me to sign up.
well, some drivers sign up with knowing they're going to miss more than that.
Yeah, it doesn't sit well with me.
Oh, don't break on the grass. One thing I wish iRacing would have, I wish they would have a proper touring car. And they don't.
Is that one thing I don't have, really? I mean, considering how old iRacing is.
There was talk a long time ago about them taking in the Honda Civic touring car,
Okay.
but they never did it.
Never did.
And much like they said they were going to do the Formula Renault 3.5, and never did. And that they were going to put Thruxton in, and they never did. And that they were going to update Silverstone, and never did. I've been killed! I've been killed to death!
Oh no! Oh, for holding that really good position for so long.
I mean, I did run wide, and then I got oversteer, and then I got a thump from the Mercedes, which I suspect was malicious. It's like, oh, I'll help you around.
Well, that'll go to the stewards.
And you're the steward?
I am a steward.
I mean, I just paid you, so
Well, that's true.
I expect bribery to be a thing.
Absolutely corrupted. I am at Stevie's beck and call.
Yes. Like. Right, come on. This should be the last lap, so.
Yes.
See if we can get a call. Leave me space. Leave me space. Thank you.
All the time you have to leave a space.
All the time you have to leave a space. All the time.
Oh,
no.
Again, I heard that. Heard your ping go off there. Alonso racing the next season?
I've got a funny feeling he might be.
You reckon?
Yeah. I think all signs point to him leaving, so he'll stay.
Yeah, no, I'm following
I hope he doesn't.
Oh.
He's got nothing to prove in Formula 1.
Yeah, absolutely. I would hope that he doesn't. He's still the best one out there.
That's it for me. We know how good he is.
Yeah.
Just if he has another season in a midfield car, it doesn't change anything. He's not going to win races next year, unless because assume it to be with McLaren if he stays. He's not going to. They're not going to suddenly turn around. You know, by Zach Brown's own admission, it's going to take them 2 to 10 years to get back to where they want to be. He doesn't have 2 to 10 years.
No, he doesn't.
I think he should go and do whatever he wants to do. Go and do IndyCar, or go and do Dakar, or go and do Pikes
yes.
Peak.
Oh, he'll be racing in something. Of that, I meant in for F1 specifically.
I don't think he'll do F1 though.
No, I don't think he'll do
I don't want him to do F1, and not because I don't like it. I got a track panel. Oh my god, I just got penalised for the first time in forever. But yes, I hope he doesn't, and I hope he goes and does something else. But I suspect he will be here.
How the heck did I do a 2:11? Really? Crikey.
Must have.
Apparently so. 3:14. That's nothing to scoff at. Again, Nissan 2 cars ahead of him.
15 seconds?
Bloody hell!
That's not really fair, is it?
How the hell did you manage that?
I got one off-track warning at the final corner. And it said a second, and then next thing it's, oh, well,
Well, as we started the ball rolling, we'll just go the whole hog, shall we? But that is it for this episode. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, comment, and all the good stuff, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.